That's.
I shot this film near Dartmoor Prison, and they sold a lot of that art, and it was terrifying. It was complete. You say it's not, they don't see it's art, but it was very much. And
it's a personal thing, yeah.
The way they painted it, you can see like. I'm not going to go, oh, this is a serial killer, this is like, you know, a paedophile. But just the use of colour was it said so much. But they were really intense. They had them all along the street, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Really weird.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting if like an outsider artist is making artwork due to some mental condition and they have to expel all this stuff. But who are they showing that to? Are they showing that to themselves?
They're just driven. There's a guy somewhere in Mexico, I've seen his work. His
the building ones.
The building, his building just goes on and on and on. It's, you know, it's bigger than Gaudi's church in Barcelona.
It's all lots of odd stuff.
Yes, it's just stuff he collects.
And is he just an artist, or is he a ex-prisoner?
He's not in art. He hasn't been to art college.
He hasn't been to art. Yeah, hasn't been to art college, and I think he was institutionalised for a bit, but now he's.
But don't you think that being to art college is like being institutionalised?
Oh, it could be argued.
Yeah. That's what I feel now, just leaving, and I'm like, First you feel completely lost because there is no structure and boundaries, and people surveying you and tying you down and telling you what to do at each point and directing your thoughts. First I'm completely lost, and then you can just feel the liberation and not being...
Yeah, but then you leave that and you've left that bubble and you're out in the real world and you can't get a real job and all that crap.
Exactly.
The thing about sort of at college that I found really difficult was because you're doing a degree, this is from my experience, and you're being marked on your art.
Yeah.
And you're getting a grade for your art.
Yeah.
You know, this was good, this was bad.
Yeah.
And you're like...
That's just like protocol.
But is it art college necessarily about your art? Isn't it a lot of other things, like your...
I think what you're being graded on in an art college, at least that's how I've been defending my own education, it's the way you do your work and then you
evaluate it,
or sort of like measure it up with some sort of thought process, and then the co-existence or whatever the correspondence between these two, or the non-correspondence, is what then is.
It's not necessarily about the art; it's about the theory, and it's about where it sits and all that sort of.
Maybe I did a performing arts degree, so it's more like, you know, how your performance.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just find it difficult.
Yeah, I know it is very difficult
because I might be making work to appeal to a certain type of audience, and then the person who's marking me,
it's not that
is kind of actually likes musical theatre.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just you know, it's perception. It's back to this kind of, you know, what that particular audience person thinks of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I do think that there is a thing such as general opinion, or like a sort of a mainstream form-shaped opinion. And that is very rarely that one person has a completely unique experience of your artwork. Because we are all in the same context of the society, so we're all shaped to react in a certain way to certain
And art college is like an initiation into that.
Exactly, yeah.
To that bubble.
Yeah.
Society.
I'm just thinking about these people you're talking about, these outsider artists, who are doing some work which is potentially for therapy. Is that possible?
It's therapy.
It's an expression of yourself.
Instinctively, they just do it.
It's just like...
Has this been led by somebody, or is it just something they do, like by a facilitator?
Well, I should think 9 times out of 10 it's just something that they do. It's, you know, it's very primitive, and it's very... they just do it instinctively. I've got books of it at home. I mean, it's really interesting because it's sort of so naive and primitive.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just thinking about that in compared with a real artist and how
so that's that
like
word
these
again,
people
isn't it?
create something. I know that's why I'm just putting
I
it
wish
in.
we had a dictionary. I want to know
But I
what
think,
real
like,
is.
you can think about people who make art their main occupation or their main identification, whereas maybe for the outsider artists, they don't feel that being an artist is their main occupation.
You know, it's just something that they're
Yeah,
doing.
and then maybe that's how you can also differentiate between artists and non-artists. That artists, they are, I mean, they're self. They judge themselves.
These
Yeah,
people that have done this art,
Yeah,
it is then presented to someone like myself in
yeah,
a book as art.
yeah.
So it does change, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I mean,
it's collected
same
now,
thing
there's a
for
museum.
every profession. I mean, even if you're not a carpenter, if you do carpenter and you get paid to do it in the context of a carpenter, in that situation you were a carpenter, even if that's not your.
Because I think money is a completely different thing. It's like
I mean, no, I don't think about money necessarily, but actually
making
because that is a
work.
professional context
But-
of art to be showed and to be looked at.
Well, I don't know whether attributing value to something and then attributing financial value to something are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever done anything and priced it up, it's so
Is it-
pulling it out of the air anyhow,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it still,
Oh, how much is it worth?
it just depends
Really?
on where you put it as well, where it's been shown.
And some art you can own. You can buy this sculpture and you can take it home. Another art you can't own it. You own that 2-second experience that you had.
Yeah.
But you didn't know money changed hands, but you still had an artistic.
Has anyone seen the Sarah Lucas beds, the mattresses with like the cucumber and the what is it? The melons, yeah.
Oh,
So,
grapefruit.
so the guy, the person who buys that,
Does anyone buy that?
no, it's brought, so they've been brought. It's, I mean,
Yeah.
Does
thousands,
it go in a gallery?
Yeah,
thousands of
no,
pounds.
pretty much
But
like
does Sarah Lucas have to come along every fortnight and put a new cucumber out? Because the melons will go off. So they've got to, that's got to be replaced.
Is that the same one who did the kebab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, the kebab would go off.
Yeah.
I think there's like a sort of a legal
There must be,
set of instructions and wouldn't being able to replicate
once a
them.
month, you'd have
I
to.
don't know, yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be around for, you know, I don't know, 500,000 years maybe. Who's going to.
But don't you think it's more it's like a copyright issue?
Sorry?
A copyright issue. So you buy the actual, yeah, like you said, you buy the formation of the installation.
So the deterioration is not part of the art then? Because obviously
I mean, it doesn't matter
So that-
how cute
no.
it is.
Not
Sometimes
for
it
that
is.
one. It's not.
It must be like when you buy the art, and somewhere in it is this. Someone's got to be responsible for maintaining it.
Maybe she sends one of her assistants to them.
I'm sure the gallery owner does it himself.
They all have those, don't
That's brilliant.
Well, you know, that's just one
Yeah,
piece of
no, I
art,
just
you
like-
know. But
So I
that's-
just imagine the gallery owner going around to someone's house. This
they?
is-
She lives
Just
there.
hear your melons and your cucumber.
But
See,
no,
to me,
I
that's
know, but here's this
just
week's cucumber, you know. Or
I
here's,
got this one from Tesco's, it's cheap.
Yes.
Gallery owner, does that diminish the
but
cost?
that's been. That
Does
was
it
like,
last longer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tesco ones last forever. They never go off.
What
Just
does
should
that
let
tell
them know.
you? What's that tell you? You see, I just think something like that is nonsense. I think it's emperor's new clothes. I think it's someone telling you it's art. I really disagree with
Oh,
certain things.
Yeah, but when I saw the kebab, there's the kebab and
Fried
fundamental
eggs.
fried eggs. And I thought that was, when I saw that, I just thought that was.
That's only my opinion, but that's
I
what
thought it was so naughty. I just was like, wow, yeah, go whoever you are who's done that. Like, yeah.
yeah.
But I hear what you're saying. But
I mean, some people might disagree with me. I think it was interesting once I took my daughter and her friend into the Tate Modern, and they got shushed at by various people. They weren't being naughty, they were just having an instant, honest response to all the different pieces of art. This is good, that isn't, this is rubbish.
Sorry,
this is...
hi.
Hello.